Hey everybody, welcome back. WOWS After Hours with Submarine History. Today, bringing you the Tier 6 American submarine, the Cachalot. This, I hope you like the intro. I wanted to do that going back to before COVID. So that was like back in 2019. I had done I had done a couple extended warships videos, just talking about like different things, and I really enjoyed doing that. I had big plans for doing more of that, and then the pandemic set in, and I had to give up the third floor of the house to my kids because they were coming back from college and staying home from high school and stuff. So that kind of sidelined all that stuff. But I've gotten a lot of views on the first Cachalot video I did like a week ago, and I thought, let's reintroduce the whole World of Warships After Hours concept. So here we are, stinking it up at 27 knots. I can promise you that today we're not going to get caught in any shallow channels between islands. We're going to be doing open boat fight or open water fighting this match. But it is a slow match up until the very end, unfortunately. But I wanted to use this replay just to kind of like highlight the fact that submarine play is very different. You're spending a lot of time just being very quiet, trying to get into a position where you can do maximum damage, and because of that, things can get a little bit boring. So it's probably handy to have your phone on hand, and you can flip through your Twitter feed, pay some bills, chat some people up, go downstairs, make a drink, come back up. Probably go downstairs and make 2 drinks and come back up. And you still have time before you make any contact. For this match, my strategy is going to be to kind of like work this A cap zone. I do have some bigger islands for cover, but I also have a lot of open water, which is what I want with this boat. So while in this match, I'm pretty sure I'm not going to make mistakes like grounding on the bottom and getting stuck. I'm already doing things like I'm diving too late. I'm forgetting that there's 3 to 5 seconds before your ship actually moves to that next depth. So you're still detectable. So don't be like me and dive when a plane is like 2.5 kilometers out. Do it more like when they're 4 kilometers out. And the same thing with ships. If you plan on doing a submerged attack, make sure you submerge far enough out that you can actually complete that dive and not be detected. Because me being late on diving and getting detected, that made things kind of difficult, and this could have been a much better match. But this is how we learn. And I would add that since the first Cachalot video I did like a week ago, my win rate has moved up from 30% to 41% with the Cachalot. So we are making progress. Now this is a perfect shot. Get the ping on him. Our torps are tracking. I'm going to hit him again to extend the duration of that ping effect. And what does he do? He DCPs, and he breaks my active homing, and he's maneuvering hard. And it looks like, yep, those are going to miss. So this is why you don't active ping. Do as I say, not as I do. Had I not done that ping, had I just launched those 4 torpedoes with a little bit of a spread, he wouldn't have had enough time to react. But because I did that active ping, he knew something was up. He knew what direction that was up, so he knew which way to turn to try to mitigate. And they have, we're not even 5 minutes into the match, and they've lost both of their destroyers. So that's really going to put them in a tough position. And they have a cruiser that's just about to go. Yep, it just goes out. So those two destroyers being deleted and that cruiser at A being deleted, that gives me a whole area. It gives me a lot of freedom of movement. And we're going to take advantage of that. I'm just going to stay on the top, and I'm going to track down that Colorado. Now, if I wanted to get a little bit more action, in this match I had considered moving like northeast into B, but I just figured our destroyer's there, and he's going to be able to cap easier than I would. You can cap as a submarine, but it's kind of risky unless you're really sure the circumstances around you at that point in the game. So here he is turning. It's really unfortunate that I'm chasing him from behind. He's just a little bit too far away for me to launch torpedoes. They wouldn't catch him. But by following the Colorado, I'm actually hoping that I'm going to run into that Ryujo. And if we do that, that's going to be that will become our primary target. Okay, so while we're waiting for something to happen, I was really kind of disappointed. It was my birthday recently, and last year I had gotten an email from Wargaming saying happy birthday, and they offered me this deal that if I buy something in the premium shop, I will receive that whatever I purchased, and on top of that they will give me back the value of whatever that purchase was in doubloons. So I was like, wow, that's a really good deal. So last year, I probably dropped like $100 to get like however much gold $100 will get you. Or no. I think, so what it was, you have a limit. So I purchased 50,000 dubs in the premium shop. And so I got those 50,000 dubs, and then I got another 50,000 back as the birthday gift. So that was amazing. It was like, that was awesome. And that gold lasted me most of the year. But I noticed this year I didn't see an email, and I had actually emailed support and said, hey, it's my birthday and I didn't see a notice. What's up? And they're like, oh yeah, we've suspended that program. Of course. I mean, it doesn't surprise me. And here I am. See, this was really sloppy play on my part. Had I been a little bit more heads up and started my dive sooner, I could have gotten under. He wouldn't have been alerted. I wouldn't have planes dropping depth charges on me. And I would have been able to get off some torpedoes very stealthy. And with him being at 50%, I probably would have sunk him. So you really can't make that mistake. And I'll tell you right now, I keep making that mistake in this match. So that's something I have to do a better job on. But this is how we learn. All right, so right now I'm searching for that Ryujo. I want to know where this guy is. So he's not within 8 kilometers of me. By the way, they call it the hydrophone. That expendable I just activated, but it's really hydroacoustic search. And what's really nice is that's probably after your torpedoes, that's probably your most powerful tool, is actually your hydrophone, because you can stealth sail up to one side of an island, pop your hydrophone, and you can light up the enemy on the other side of the island, so that can really be an added benefit for your team. And this guy's launching ASW planes at me, but he's way off the mark. Okay, so now I'm starting to get close again. And what do you know? There it is. So I am not going to make that mistake today that I did in the last Cachalot replay where I was too close to the island and just like sent the torpedoes like right into the mud. We're going to make sure we swing around that island so that we have an unobstructed shot at the Ryujo. So I guess on the one hand, what's nice about Submarine is that, like, you know, the little tension starts building up while you're playing. If you're in a destroyer, or you know, for sure, if you're playing an aircraft carrier, God, man, you're just like, you're in motion all the time. You really don't have time to think about what's going on around you and stuff. You're just trying to get planes in the air as fast as you can and get ordnance on target. But you know, with subs, you got a lot of time just to like ponder your own existence. So he's moving. My guess is that the guy in the Colorado was probably saying, "Hey, get moving." Sure go. So I hit him with the ping, and if you'll notice, it says sonar ping will be cleared. So I'm thinking that by virtue of me pinging the Ryujo, his DCP automatically went off to counter. So this will be interesting. Because the guy in the Colorado, he waited to DCP. He knows what he's doing. Because previously I had pinged him, and then I pinged, but he didn't pop his DCP until after the second time that I successfully pinged him. So he was playing smart. Now I don't know where the Ryujo is, since I'm underwater. So let's see if we can track him. We're using our hydrophone. And there he is. He's right in front of us. Okay, the Colorado's out of our detection range. So here it is. My last torpedo tube is reloading. Man, he's right there. Here, he's right there. I'm gonna get these off, get these off. Come on. Okay, dive. Now that Ryujo, he's flooding out. He's flooding out because he had automatically popped his DCP earlier. So that's a lucky break for me. Now we're going to get prepared to do a stern tube shot. Oh, but we don't need to. So there you go, 30,000 damage. It took us 14 minutes to get there, but we were able to do it. So it's a different example of play in submarines. I enjoyed the match, even though, like I said, it is kind of a slow, methodical play. But if you're okay with that, you can have a lot of fun with it. So try to check out subs, see what you can do with them, and drop some comments below and let me know how it goes. Until next time, everybody, peace out.